a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. I'm here all day.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
Garoppolo now being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Brandon, it's not a bad time to take a shot downfield. You've got a 1st and 5, but you've got to hope that the worst thing that comes out of it is an incompletion. Instead, this is good coverage, and it winds up being intercepted.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Rodgers now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go.
On play action, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. and touchdown Packers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go. Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
21.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Go ahead.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Well, as they come out here to set up shop for this next drive, let's talk about the NFC Championship game coming up. San Francisco hosting Green Bay. It was the road teams winning in the wild card round, Seattle, Minnesota, but the home teams bounced back in the divisional round. 49ers beating the Vikings and the Pats beating Seattle and Lambeau, so sets up a great NFC Championship game.
And a rematch of their regular season meeting that San Francisco dominated. Don't think Green Bay has forgotten that one. They have not traveled well to the West Coast this season, losing at the Chargers, losing at San Francisco. I think they'll play much better in this one. Aaron Rodgers burning to get back to the Super Bowl yet again.
And a pass complete here to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now Garoppolo.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, you're down there really close, but just second quarter here. What are you doing?
Well, I know that your offense is looking at the sideline saying, let's go for it. But reluctantly, take them off the field and bring out the field goal kicker. A lot of time left in this game. Get 3 points on the board and go back to work.
Yeah, you're within striking distance. It's not like you're down 30. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Off the draw, here's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught off a deflection. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, as this offense comes out here, let's talk about the AFC Championship game coming up. Kansas City hosting Tennessee. The Chiefs the winner over the Texans in the divisional round. But even before they took the field, they got a surprise gift on Saturday night with those Titans winning in Baltimore to set up the unexpected matchup.
But sometimes a gift isn't exactly a gift, because they went from thinking they had to chase around Lamar Jackson to having to fortify them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got... And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch the slack.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Rodgers now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
San Francisco coming back out here on offense. This is a team that is in the midst of their first playoff appearance since 2013. Biggest jump of any squad because just 4 wins last year, 13 this year. And that win in Seattle, Week 17, so huge. A tackle by Dre Greenlaw and Jacob Hollister on the half-yard line to preserve the victory. You think about the magnitude of that play. What a difference it would be between 3 road games if they would have been the number 5 seed versus 2 potential home games as the number 1 seed.
If they find a way to win the Super Bowl, that tackle will be remembered. It's already there with Dan Bunz's hit in the Super Bowl against Pete Johnson, the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll talk about that like Mike Jones's stop for the Rams against the Titans in the Super Bowl where he stopped them about 1 yard short. That's how big of a play that was, to give them that open week and a chance to rest because I think that team needed it. But I'm loving what San Francisco has done. Jimmy Garoppolo, people will question him about playing in the playoffs. Go back and look at the season. He played in how many different playoff-type games. I think he'll be okay. The defense and the pass rush. And if they needed just a little extra on the top, They're going to paint the end zones red as they normally.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Garoppolo now eluding the pressure right. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo flushed out right. He's going to throw one up for the... And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right...
Here we go. 180. Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Out to his left. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. As his guys are back within a single score. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Here we go.
Garoppolo again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On play action, now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today.
Here we go. 180! Pick your game up. Mike 42.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Go ahead.
Dean Lowry in there to get him. And that is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch tight end.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith, his second sack of the night. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Here we go.
Montravius Adams, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in, Frank. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dean Lowry able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
.47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Rodgers now to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rodgers. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to us.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This is Coleman. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Coleman now. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Here we go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
He's back to throw, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A throw caught by Kumaro. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo rolling to his right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
You need a